Hi everyone, happy March. I hope you guys are having a great start to your month. I know this is gonna be going up a little bit late, but I wanted to put it up for you guys regardless. March definitely snuck up on me a little bit, so I'm really sorry about that, but I wanted to show you guys still my pages from February and my setup for March in my bullet journal. So yeah, this was my spread for February. It was based off of a picture from Tuolumne Meadows in Yosemite National Park, which is one of my favorite places, and I just really enjoyed painting this one. It made me definitely realize that I love painting landscapes, so I think I'm going to try to do a series of some of my favorite places that I've been and put them in painting form. And this was my first weekly spread of the month. I had a couple pages before this, habit tracker and some planning pages for the month that I didn't show here, but if you want to see them, I showed how I set them all up in my last video. But most of these pages this month are actually going to be like scrapbooky pages because I went on a good amount of trips this month. So yeah, I just thought the best way to represent them was to paste in all the pictures I took. And of course I had to put the dim sum that I had in LA. I went and visited my friend Nicole and we had a really good time, and I got to go to my favorite makeup store, Glossier, for the first time, which was really cool. I'm kind of obsessed with them at the moment. After I got back from that trip, I immediately got really sick, and I was sick for quite a while, right up until Valentine's Day. So I didn't really do much bullet journaling, like planning or anything, because I was just in bed. But we did go on this trip once I was all the way better. We went to San Francisco and we went to go to the wineries, and it was really fun. So I just wanted to do a collage of all the pictures from our little trip. But that was basically it for the month. The only other page that I added was a list of all the Oscars nominated movies that stood out to me. So I just kind of wrote them all in one list with a little description and the Rotten Tomatoes rating, and it'll be good just to flip back to later and have some movies that I can watch. But yeah, those were all the pages I had for February. Didn't do much planning this month because I was either sick or traveling. But yeah, I am going to now set up my month of March. So I'm gonna get out some oil colors, something new. I've never used oils really before, but I made it a point this year that I want to try a bunch of new mediums and different styles of painting. So although I feel most comfortable using watercolor, I want to kind of step out of my comfort zone and try something new this year. And I'm just using some Canson watercolor paper. I don't know what kind of paper people usually use for oils, but this is just what I'm gonna use. And I just put all of the colors that I have on this paint palette. The set that I got only came with like 5 or 6 colors, but I know that Winsor & Newton has a bigger pack. It was just sold out when I tried to buy it. But I'll link that for you guys in case you guys are interested in some nice oil colors. Every time I think of oil colors, I always think of Bob Ross, who I've been watching since I was really little. And I know he puts like a liquid white on the bottom. I didn't do that, but it probably would have helped my paint go on a little bit smoother. But yeah, I'm just going to be doing a cloud painting. I've actually really never tried to paint clouds before, just out of intimidation really. But I wanted to do a rolling kind of cloud painting. I don't know how it's been where you guys live, but in the Bay Area lately it's been really cloudy and foggy and a little bit rainy, and that's my absolute favorite weather to be in. So I wanted to do this cloud painting for March because I think it's going to be like this pretty much the whole month. It was actually really relaxing to just sit down and paint clouds for a long time. My friend Nicole was over and we both painted for hours, it seemed, and I usually don't have many people to paint with, so it was nice to have her there and have a friend to paint with. And I'll definitely show you guys hers as well once I'm done. We both painted kind of the same theme. I probably could have been done with them quite a long time ago, but I just kind of kept going. Even still though, I actually ended up really liking how it turned out in the end, and I thought it reminded me of when you're in an airplane and you kind of look out into this sea of clouds. And just a heads up, I did not know this going in, but apparently oil paints take 2 to 5 days to dry. So after 24 hours, I was like, okay, this guy's not gonna get dry anytime soon. So instead of scanning it, I actually had to take a picture of it. But my camera was still able to capture all the detail in it, so I just did that and I sent it to my iPad in the app called Procreate. So I just added a March calendar to it, and I ate some of this gourmet salmon that my dad cooked. Thanks, Dad. But yeah, I just sent my calendar to my computer to print out, but before I did that, I actually did another print with the word dreamer on it because I thought it'd be the perfect thing to hang up on my wall. So I will have this as a print in my shop as well as the other one for you guys, so that you guys can get prints of either one. So now I'm just taking whatever paint I have left over and I'm using it for my important date section. I'm just doing a slight gradient of oil paints for this one, but I'm just gonna send it over to my iPad and do the rest on there. I had this moon drawing that I did a little bit ago, and I wanted to use it for something, so I thought this was the perfect place to kind of put it. So I just put it right on top of that painting, and I did the important dates section for March. So after sending those all to my computer, I printed them out, and these are the finished prints. I'm going to set the Dreamer one aside to hang on my wall, and I'm going to put in the March and important dates one into my bullet journal. So I'm just going to take that same Tombow mono adhesive tape and I'm going to paste those in. So now I'm going to reach for my favorite gold watercolor paints. This is the Finetech gold paint palette, and as you can see, I've been a little bit obsessed with the deeper gold and the kind of champagne color, but this time I'm going to kind of switch it up and I'm going to use the silver color on the very right. And I'm going to put a bunch of stars and just add a little bit of shine and pop of silver to my paintings. I'll have both of these as digital downloads and as prints in my shop, and if you get a print, then I will have an option to add the little silver stars to it. So yeah, I'll have those in my Etsy shop if you guys are interested. But I'm now going to move on to my setup for March for my weekly spreads. And so I'm actually going to be doing 3 weekly spreads this month. I wanted to set them all up ahead of time so that I'd have something to use and not be worried about making spreads every week. And I was just inspired to make a bunch of weekly spreads this month, just like while I was sitting down. So I thought it would be the perfect time to do it. Last month I focused a lot on trackers and different planning techniques, which I'm still planning on adding after because it's been really helpful to me lately. But in this video I just wanted to focus on these weekly spreads and how to do a bunch of different styles of them. So this one, I'm going to make it a cloud theme, and I'm just taking those same oil colors as before. If I do a really light layer, the oil paints actually dry pretty quickly. It's just if you do multiple layers, it starts getting into the range of drying way too slow. So now I'm just taking these tiny little stars that I got from a party store near me, and I'm just putting them in with tacky glue. And I thought it was just the perfect way to add some shine to this spread. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to weekly spread number 2. So I'm gonna get out a couple of pictures that I found on Pinterest of clouds. These will be all pinned on my Pinterest page in case you guys are interested in finding the original photographer or for putting them in your bullet journal. So I'll have all of those there. And I'm also gonna get out my typewriter stamps that I've been loving this year, and I'm just going to stamp in the days of the week. And then I, of course, thought this spread needed a little bit of gold accents, so I brought out my gold pens to just add some leaves and little stars everywhere. And this is how the finished spread turned out. Alright, so now on to the last weekly spread of this video. I am definitely excited that I'm going to have all of these spreads just ready to go for my month, because I know that last month I just sort of struggled to keep up with the weekly spreads, and for some reason I tend to use them more if they look aesthetically pleasing to me and is something that I actually put like time and effort into making. So I wanted to make sure I did that for these few weeks that I set up. March is exciting because I'm actually going to be posting a few different videos this month. Usually I have been only doing my plan with me video, but I finally got back into videoing. I just have been struggling to edit the videos after being sick and traveling this month, so I just need to get back into the groove of things, but those are coming really soon. And also this month is really exciting because I am actually meeting up with Christine from Christine Mylene, and I just absolutely love her and her videos. But yeah, she's coming out to my area, so I'm gonna go meet up with her, and yeah, March is just gonna be a really exciting month. And that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this setup this month. I loved the cloudy theme that I went with, and I'm just really excited to keep making videos this month. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. But you can follow me on Instagram for more, and my Etsy to find out when I put new prints and stickers into my shop. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.